Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Tyler. I want to have a talk to those who have a mentality of fear of failure or fear failure. And I know the reason probably why you have that fear of failure is simply because you have went through failures in life that caused great disappointments, and then these great disappointments have led you to have no interest into try a new goal or to try a new objective or to set a new goal or to set a new objective or to explore, to do something new or to go on a new destination that you ain't even never seen before. And then due to these major disappointments getting you down mentally and emotionally, it seemed like whenever somebody come your way to try and encourage you or try and uplift you, I'm trying to get you to rise from those past failures and those past disappointments, it seems like you can't even get over a hump, and it seems like it goes through one ear through another ear, but you sitting there saying, okay, I know I need to get up, but it seems like I don't even want to try again because you feel like that failure is going to come right down at your doorstep. And I'm going to sit here and tell you something that I can simply relate to all of you people that are out there that has that fear of failure. And whenever you done listen to so many people that sit there and tell you to rise up from your failures and go back and do it again. And I'm going to sit here and tell you something that has helped me, and it probably might help you. And I'm going to sit here and give you this, that whenever you are down and ever that you are really disappointed because of a past failure that has happened in your life, the first thing that you can do, that you sit there and get up, you tell failure in the eye that I am not a failure. I am not a failure. I am not a failure. In other words, I am an overcomer. There's a lesson that needs to be learned inside of this whole ordeal. In other words, you keep repeating that you are not a failure, and you keep on doing this, just as well saying that you are an overcomer, and there is a lesson to be learned inside of this. In other words, that will become a part of you. You will start to believe that you are not a failure no more. And then when the moment that you believe that you are not a failure no more, in other words, that you focus on the lesson that need to be learned from your past failure, and that what happened in that whole entire ordeal. Focus on the lesson. Do not focus on the failure in general. In other words, what I mean by this, you focus on what is the lesson that needs to be learned in this. I'm not a failure. And when you focus on the lesson that needs to be learned into that, the lesson or the true value of that lesson is going to come to you of what needs to be learned in it. And that all the information and all the ideas will start surfacing. And then when the moment that it does that, then in other words, you will feel more wiser than what you have felt before. And then when you feel more wiser, then you will have the belief to believe that you can go out and do something again. Or you will have the belief that you can overall accomplish a goal or accomplish an objective or go on a new destination. And that I'm going to sit here and say this. When it comes to that, if failure comes your way whenever you setting upon that new goal, it can't touch you. When you sitting there saying to yourself that you're not a failure. And then if it does, if there is failure in it, or if you stop that particular objective, stop that particular goal, and it was a failure and it didn't go your way, guess what? That's an opportunity to learn something new out of that. Like I was saying earlier, always focus on the lesson. Always. It's just like, I remember I started my YouTube channel, and I know for a fact that I gave my first video, and it was concerning the 2016 presidential election, and that I gave my short analysis on that, and then I did another video, my final warning concerning the 2016 presidential election. And I sit there and gave a whole analysis about how it was going to turn out to be. I got the prediction of Bernie Sanders will lose the 2016 presidential election on the Democratic side, and Hillary Clinton will not go to jail or be indicted for her crime doings concerning her emails with the Benghazi ordeal. I got that right and predicted that right. But it caused me to be so confident that Hillary Clinton was going to win the 2016 presidential election, and I sit there and I said, there ain't no way in the hell that Donald Trump can win this whole entire 2016 presidential election. So what I did, due to my major confidence, I went out and I betted 2 co-workers that Donald Trump was going to lose. I was betting on Hillary Clinton, and these 2 co-workers was betting on Donald Trump. I ain't going to never forget this. The night when the 2016 presidential election, when the Electoral College was supposed to make their decision to select the President of the United States of America, which they do, and I was getting text messages from some co-workers sitting there saying, what is going on, Tyler? I thought you said that Hillary Clinton was going to be ahead of Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton was going to win the 2016 presidential election. And I sit there and I told some of them back that, well, we'll see what's going on. And come to find out that Hillary Clinton was losing. But I went to bed that night. And when I went to bed that night, I slept, got back up that next morning, and then I look at my news feed on my cell phone and saw that Donald Trump won the 2016 presidential election. And then at the same time, I saw a text message on my cell phone from one of the co-workers sitting there saying that Donald Trump won. I told you that he was going to win. And I sit there and I gave it back to him. You won fair and square. But after I made that text message to him, I was devastated over my prediction. And the reason why I was devastated is because I have had a record of getting predictions right every single time whenever I make a prediction or a warning. It was the very first one that I've gotten wrong. But there was the fear of failure trying to come my doorstep. Even though I was majorly devastated that my prediction did not come true, I was sitting there saying to myself, no matter what other people think, even though I told a lot of people that Hillary Clinton was going to win the 2016 presidential election, I am not going to let that get me down. I am not a failure. I am still one of the greatest predictors out here. I'm not saying that I am the greatest predictor, but I am one of the greatest predictors that can predict the future. And as I was sitting there saying to myself this, and sitting there focusing on, at the same time, how did Donald Trump win, I was still focusing on overall, what is the lesson that needs to be learned out of this? What is the lesson? Even though I still felt like I was not a failure, I focused on that. And sooner or later, when I focused on that, I got the answer. I learned the lesson. And that lesson was, to me, of predicting the future in a whole new different level, which I ain't got time to explain that. But anyway, I've learned it. And I embraced it. And it was a major blessing to me. A major blessing to me. And that second co-worker, I know a lot of you probably were saying, what about the second co-worker? Later on down, I think it was a week or 2 ago, when he came back from school, and he sit there and told me, Tyler, you lost that bet, you know that, don't you? And I sit there and I'm like, yeah, I lost that bet and I owe you. And I need to take you to Waffle House and stuff like that because of losing that bet. He said, I told you Donald Trump was going to win. I told you. And he was right about it. But I'm going to sit here and say this to other people. You have probably did a goal or was on an objective or was on a particular destination for years, and you was consistent with it, and all along the way you was frustrated, you was mad and upset, there was no results, and you felt like that you wasn't even getting nowhere at all. And then when the moment that you quit, it seems like you felt like that you was a failure. I'm going to sit here and tell you this. You was not a failure. All that time you was being consistent at that goal or that particular objective or that particular destiny that you was trying to go on or that road that you was going on. All of that consistency, what you have done, was not in vain. Because you see it like this. It was planted as a seed. You probably won't get it. It's just like a plant being planted up into the ground and you're watering it because, yes, you probably felt like that, oh, you was a failure, but you wasn't. All that time, when the moment that you had quit, there was a new destination or a new goal or a new objective that was being birthed up inside of you and you didn't even know it. So, I tell all of you people out there that felt like that you was a failure for doing something for so long that I ask you and I say to you, it's time to move on to something new and to focus on what is the new objective, what is the new goal, or what is the new destination that is in store for me right now. Focus on that. Focus on the what is. Don't focus on, oh, I done did this too long and that caused me to failure. Don't think about that. Think about what is the new goal, what is the new destination, or what is the new objective. That's what you focus on. And when the moment that you do that, focus on that, then it will come to you. I'm just going to tell you another story, another failure that happened to me. I remember when I was blogging. That was back in late 2008. And then I continued like for 6 years. Then quit for a while because I felt like I wasn't getting no results. Listen to every person concerning blog. Still wasn't getting no results whatsoever. And then lost interest. And then around 2015 I started again and then quit again. But I began to start focusing. What is this new destination or this new objective or this new goal that is supposed to be for me? And then I sit there and I thought, and then it came to me. Start a YouTube channel. And then it was wrestling inside of me. Should I do it? Should I not? And then there was and then deep down inside of my spirit, I knew that I was supposed to start this YouTube channel. And did I want to start a YouTube channel? No, I did not, because I did not want to get around and talk around an audience of people. I did not want to talk in front of a camera in front of people who was viewing a video. No, I didn't want to do that because I wanted to be comfortable, because I did not want to be seen in front of a camera. That wasn't even legit of what I was thinking, having a YouTube channel. And oh yes, I was running. Oh yes, I was running. And I said, let me just start this. But ever since I started this YouTube channel, through my journey, has been a blessing to me because of talking about self-help topics and personal development at the same time, self-help and personal development, and it has helped most of the people, and they like listening to my videos, and from the political part, they like listening to my videos and listening to my predictions and warnings. Most of them take heed to it. Some of them, one of them, I believe, I remember one of my predictions, warnings that I made on here came to pass, and they took heed to that. And that I sit there and I will tell you that yes, it's been a journey doing these YouTube videos, but I have encountered a lot of trolls, but I've learned how to deal with them though. And that for those who do not know anything about my channel, I sit here and give you the invitation to click on the link down below. And if you enjoyed this video, thank you very much and have a great evening.